Do you ever feel like the clutter in your home, even just a little bit, creates a quiet hum of stress in the background of your mind? Maybe you look at a stack of mail on the counter, or a laundry basket overflowing, and a tiny sigh escapes you. It's not about being a perfect housekeeper, is it? It's about that feeling of peace, that calm when everything feels settled and in its place. For many of us, as we get a little older, the energy for those big cleaning days just isn't there. And honestly, who wants to spend their golden years scrubbing every nook and cranny? The painful reality is that an untidy home can subtly drain our energy, steal our focus, and even make us feel a little less in control. But what if I told you there's a secret? A gentle way that some seniors manage to keep their homes looking effortlessly spotless and feeling incredibly peaceful, without breaking a sweat. It's not about grand gestures or hiring help. It's about simple, consistent habits that become second nature. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 of these daily habits that transform homes into havens of calm and cleanliness. These aren't chores. They're little acts of self-care for your living space. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. A habit that's more about mindset than elbow grease. Let's dive right into the first habit, which I call the morning reset. This isn't about deep cleaning or even a thorough tidy-up. It's a quick, almost meditative process that takes no more than 15 minutes, often much less. Right after you wake up and before you really get your day going. Think about it, our mornings are when we set the tone for the entire day. If you step into a kitchen still cluttered from last night's dinner, or a living room with cushions askew and newspapers scattered, it can feel like you're already behind before you've even had your first cup of tea. The morning reset is about reclaiming your space and your peace of mind from the get-go. Imagine waking up, making your bed. That's often the first step. A small victory right there. And then spending just a few minutes in the main living areas. It might mean putting the remote back in its holder, folding the throw blanket on the sofa, or taking that one coffee mug from the living room back to the kitchen sink. It's about scanning the room, identifying anything that's out of place, and returning it to its home. For example, if you have a designated spot for your reading glasses, put them there. If your mail tends to pile up on the entryway table, take just a moment to sort through it, recycling junk mail immediately, putting bills in a designated to-do spot, and filing away anything important. The beauty of this habit lies in its brevity and consistency. It's not overwhelming. You're not trying to clean the entire house. You're simply resetting the stage. Think of it like a quick breath of fresh air for your home. My friend, Martha, who is in her late 70s, swears by this. She used to feel overwhelmed by the thought of cleaning, always feeling like she had to tackle everything at once. But then she started her morning reset. Now, before she even thinks about breakfast, she spends just 10 minutes doing a quick sweep. She says it's made the biggest difference in how her home feels throughout the day. It's like hitting a refresh button, she told me once. And it keeps the little messes from becoming big monsters. This small daily effort prevents clutter from building up, which is often the biggest hurdle to a consistently tidy home. When you prevent the small messes from accumulating, you never have to face a truly daunting cleaning task. It's about micro actions that have a macro impact on your living environment and your mood. It's amazing how just those few minutes can transform the feeling of a room from chaotic to calm. It's truly a foundational habit, setting you up for a peaceful day ahead. And it requires so little energy, yet gives back so much in terms of serenity. It's something you can do with your morning cuppa in hand. A gentle start to your day that keeps the home humming along. Now, flowing perfectly from our morning reset, let's talk about the second habit, which is the one-load wonders laundry routine. For many of us, laundry can feel like a never-ending battle. Piles accumulate, baskets overflow, and suddenly, you're faced with an entire day dedicated just to washing, drying, folding, and putting away. It's exhausting just thinking about it. Isn't it the secret to managing laundry effortlessly? As many seniors with spotless homes have discovered, is to do one small load, or even just a specific type of item, regularly rather than letting it all pile up. Imagine doing a load of just towels one day, or perhaps your bed linens another day, and your everyday clothes on a third. It's about breaking down a large, often overwhelming task into smaller, manageable wonder loads. For example, my friend, David, who lives alone, used to dread laundry day. It felt like a monumental chore. Now, every Tuesday morning, he puts in a load of his shirts. On Thursday, it's his trousers and socks. And on Saturday, he washes his bath towels and kitchen towels. He says it takes less than 10 minutes to put the load in, and then another 10 to move it to the dryer, and then finally put it away. It's so much less daunting than staring at a mountain of dirty clothes. The key here is consistency, not volume. Instead of waiting until you have a full week's worth of clothes, or every towel in the house is dirty, you tackle a small portion of it frequently. This means you rarely have overflowing laundry baskets, and you never run out of clean essentials. It also means that the folding and putting away process becomes incredibly quick because there's so little of it to do at any one time. Think about it. Folding a single load of towels takes mere minutes compared to folding several loads of mixed items. This habit also helps keep your bedrooms and laundry areas tidier because clothes aren't constantly accumulating on chairs, floors, or in baskets. Everything has a cycle, a rhythm. You might decide that every morning you start a load of whatever is ready. Maybe it's just your workout clothes from the day before, or a few kitchen towels. The beauty of the one-load wonders is that it's flexible. It adapts to your energy levels and your household needs. If you live alone, one small load every other day might be perfect. If you have a partner, perhaps one load a day keeps things flowing smoothly. This approach not only keeps your home feeling cleaner and more organized, but it also frees up your mental energy from the dread of laundry day. It becomes just another small, easy part of your daily routine, rather than a formidable chore. The result is a home where clean laundry is always available and rarely a source of visual clutter. It truly transforms one of the most common household battles into an effortless victory. Now that we've discussed the morning reset and one-load wonders, let's explore another crucial habit for maintaining a peaceful and spotless home. The third incredibly effective habit is the sink sparkle ritual. This one is so simple, yet it has an immense impact on the feel of your entire kitchen, which is often the heart of the home. Imagine walking into your kitchen in the morning and seeing a sparkling, empty sink, free of dishes, crumbs, or stray food particles. Doesn't that just set a wonderful, fresh tone for the day? The sink sparkle ritual is precisely that, a commitment to never ever leave dirty dishes in the sink overnight. It means that after every meal, or at the very least, before you go to bed, all dishes are washed, dried, and put away, and the sink itself is given a quick wipe down. It takes surprisingly little time when it's done consistently. Think about it. If you're just washing a plate, a cup, and a few utensils after breakfast, it's a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. Compare that to the overwhelming feeling of confronting a sink full of crusty dishes from multiple meals the next morning. That's where the dread sets in, and the task feels insurmountable. Many seniors I've spoken with say this one habit alone has been a game changer for their homes and their peace of mind. My aunt, Eleanor, always ensures her kitchen is pristine before she retires for the night. She describes it as her gift to her morning self. She used to find herself procrastinating on dishes, letting them pile up, and then feeling guilty and stressed every time she walked into the kitchen. Now, she simply washes things as she uses them, or immediately after a meal, even if she's feeling tired. She'll do a quick rinse and load them into the dishwasher, or just give them a quick hand wash. The act itself is quick, but the psychological benefit is huge. A clean sink means a clean counter, which often leads to a quick wipe down of surfaces nearby. It creates a ripple effect of cleanliness throughout the kitchen. There's nothing quite like the feeling of waking up to a clean kitchen. It removes a significant source of visual and mental clutter. It's also incredibly practical. A clean sink is hygienic, preventing the growth of bacteria and discouraging pests. It ensures your kitchen always feels welcoming and ready for whatever the day brings, whether it's making a cup of tea or preparing a meal. This ritual is not about being obsessive. It's about respect for your living space and for your future self. It turns a potential source of frustration into a consistent source of calm. The sink sparkle is a non-negotiable for those who genuinely enjoy the feeling of a serene home. Now that we've truly delved into the power of the morning reset, the ease of one-load wonders, and the serenity of the sink sparkle, let's continue our journey towards a spotless and peaceful home with the next set of transformative habits. Next up, we have flat surface freedom. This habit tackles one of the most common culprits of visual clutter, those tempting flat surfaces in our homes. Think about your kitchen counters, the coffee table in the living room, your nightstand, or even the top of your dresser. They're magnets for miscellaneous items. Aren't they? A magazine here, a set of keys there, some loose change, a forgotten shopping list, a pair of reading glasses, a half-empty teacup. Individually, these items seem harmless, but together, they create a cluttered, chaotic appearance that can make a room feel messy, even if the floors are clean. Flat surface freedom is the commitment to keeping these surfaces as clear as possible, especially at the end of each day. It's about giving everything a designated home and, more importantly, putting things back in that home as soon as you're done using them. This might sound overly simple, but its impact is profound. When your surfaces are clear, your entire home feels lighter, more spacious, and undeniably cleaner. Consider my neighbor, Clara, who used to find herself constantly tidying, yet her home never quite felt truly clean. She realized it was because her flat surfaces were always piled high. She decided to implement flat surface freedom. Now, before she settles down for the evening, she does a quick sweep of her main flat surfaces. The remote goes back in its basket. Mail is sorted immediately into to read, to pay, or to recycle piles, and her teacup goes straight to the sink. She even invested in a few attractive baskets and trays to give some items a home that might otherwise just sit out. For example, she has a small decorative tray on her coffee table where her current book and reading glasses reside when not in use. This isn't about stark minimalism. It's about intentionality. Every item needs a purpose and a place. When you reduce the visual noise on your surfaces, your eyes have a chance to rest, and your mind feels calmer. This habit also forces you to declutter regularly. If you find yourself constantly putting things away that don't have a home, it's a sign you might need to find a permanent spot for them. Or perhaps it's time to let them go. The beauty of flat surface freedom is that it makes your cleaning efforts more effective. When surfaces are clear, wiping them down or dusting takes seconds, not minutes. It's an effortless way to maintain that peaceful, uncluttered feeling throughout your home, ensuring that your living spaces always feel welcoming and serene. Following naturally from keeping our surfaces clear, let's consider the entryway eviction. Your entryway is the first impression of your home, both for guests and for yourself every time you walk through the door. It's also a common dumping ground for shoes, bags, mail, keys, coats, and all the various items we bring in from the outside world. An overflowing, cluttered entryway can immediately make your entire home feel messy and uninviting. Even if the rest of your house is tidy, the entryway eviction habit is about establishing a very strict no-clutter zone in this vital area. It means that as soon as you step inside, everything you bring in or take off has a designated place and goes there immediately. Shoes are placed on a shoe rack or in a cupboard. Coats are hung up. Keys go on a hook or in a dish. And mail is sorted and dealt with right away. This prevents dirt from being tracked through the house and stops the accumulation of items that create visual chaos. Think about how a tidy entryway can instantly lift your spirits. When you come home and step into a clear, welcoming space, it feels like a breath of fresh air. My friend, Robert, found that his entryway was always a source of frustration. Shoes would pile up, coats would hang over the banister, and stacks of junk mail would sit on the console table for days. He decided to implement the entryway eviction. He installed a simple coat rack, bought a small enclosed shoe cabinet, and placed a decorative bowl for keys and wallets on a nearby shelf. Now, when he walks in, he automatically puts his shoes away, hangs his coat, and deals with the mail immediately, either recycling it or putting it in his to-do basket for bills. He says it takes less than 30 seconds, but it has completely transformed his home's initial impression and his own daily routine. This habit also reduces the amount of dirt and grime that gets tracked into your home, meaning less vacuuming and sweeping overall. It's about mindful entry. A small ritual that sets a positive tone for being at home. It's a powerful habit because it acts as a gatekeeper, preventing external clutter from even entering your main living spaces, making it much easier to maintain that feeling of effortless peace and spotlessness throughout your home. Finally, we arrive at the sixth habit, and this one is truly transformative because it shifts your entire approach to keeping a tidy home. It's called the scheduled spot clean, and it's the antidote to those dreaded, overwhelming deep cleaning days that leave us feeling exhausted and discouraged. Instead of waiting for dirt and dust to build up everywhere before tackling it all at once. The scheduled spot clean involves breaking down your cleaning tasks into very small, specific, and regularly scheduled spots throughout the week. This isn't about grand scrubbing. It's about consistent, manageable microtasks. Imagine dusting one shelf on Monday, wiping down the bathroom sink and mirror on Tuesday, vacuuming the living room rug on Wednesday, and cleaning the kitchen stovetop on Thursday. Each task takes only a few minutes, perhaps 5 to 10, and because it's scheduled, it removes the mental burden of, when will I ever get to this? Many people, especially as they age, find the idea of a full house clean utterly daunting. This habit eliminates that feeling entirely. My neighbor, Patricia, used to feel so overwhelmed by cleaning that she'd often put it off until her home felt truly grubby, and then she'd feel even worse about having to tackle a huge job. Since adopting the scheduled spot clean, her home is consistently tidy, and she never feels exhausted. She keeps a simple list on her fridge. Monday is bathrooms, just a quick wipe of the sink and toilet. Tuesday is kitchen counters and stovetop. Wednesday is quick vacuum of the living room. Thursday is bedroom tidy and dusting. Friday is general touch-ups and floor sweep. Each task is so small that she never feels overwhelmed, and because she does it consistently, nothing ever gets truly dirty. This approach ensures that you're always on top of things, preventing dirt and grime from accumulating to the point where it becomes a major project. It's about maintenance, not crisis management. It allows you to maintain a high level of cleanliness and order with minimal effort, and without sacrificing your precious energy for things you'd rather be doing, like hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or simply relaxing. It's an empowering habit because it gives you control over your home's cleanliness in a gentle, sustainable way, leading to a home that always feels effortlessly peaceful and spotless. So, there you have it. The 6 daily habits of seniors with truly spotless and peaceful homes. We started with the morning reset, that quick, meditative tidy-up that sets the tone for your entire day, preventing little messes from becoming big ones. Then we moved to the one-load wonders laundry routine, breaking down that often dreaded chore into small, consistent loads that keep your clothes and linens fresh without ever feeling overwhelming. We then discovered the power of the sink sparkle ritual, ensuring your kitchen, the heart of your home, always feels clean and inviting, a true gift to your future self. Following that, we explored flat surface freedom, clearing those visual magnets for clutter to create a lighter, more spacious feel throughout your rooms. Next, the entryway eviction tackled the critical first impression of your home, keeping the gateway clear and preventing outside clutter from entering your sanctuary. And finally, we just discussed the scheduled spot clean, transforming cleaning from an exhausting chore into a series of small, manageable, and consistently maintained tasks that keep your home effortlessly spotless. Remember, the true secret behind these habits isn't just about a clean house. It's about creating a sense of calm, control, and peace in your daily life. Small, consistent actions truly add up to monumental results. You don't need to be a cleaning fanatic. You just need to embrace these gentle rhythms. Each of these habits, on its own, is simple, but together, they weave a beautiful tapestry of effortless domestic bliss. They free up your energy and your time, allowing you to focus on living your best life, rather than being bogged down by never-ending chores. It's about working smarter, not harder, and appreciating the quiet joy of a tidy home. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these habits resonates most with you? Or which one do you think you'll try first? Perhaps you already practice some of these, or have your own amazing tips for keeping a spotless and peaceful home. Please share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your wisdom helps our entire community thrive. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. That tells us we're creating content you love. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical advice, gentle wisdom, and uplifting messages designed specifically for our incredible community. We're here to help you live your best life, full of joy and vitality, at every age.